would you like to welcome up one of my very best friends and oldest friends, Naomi Sato? Just giving!
Well, I've given a few sermons in this room in my time. I've never been introduced by Santa before, or Mrs. Claus, so that's most unusual. Yesterday, the ministers came, and I cooked them lunch. They were a lovely bunch. And one thing I noticed, everybody goes around going, Merry Christmas, and shaking hands. I deliberately went to all the ministers to shake their hand and to say, Happy birthday, Jesus. Now, why would I do that? Because basically, what is Christmas? It's Jesus' birthday, right? And what in the whole of history has been the most important gift that God gave to mankind? You know what I'm going to say. It's Jesus. I come from an Anglican family, so I was brought up to love and respect Jesus. He's my older brother, and he's awesome. Now, the point is, God gave us this gift. Are we supposed to receive a gift and do nothing? Somehow, I don't think so. So the title of the sermon is Just Giving. Because if you've received, and we've received another gift. God gave us true parents. So we've actually had two gifts. So we're double lucky compared to the Christians, right? Now, the point is, I think we should all go out this Christmas and give a gift to someone else. And I actually don't mean go and witness to someone. I mean, give someone the gift of Christmas. I've already been on the telephone with Age UK, and they're going to find me an old person who lives in my area who has no one at Christmas. And I will go and visit them. I will bring them a Christmas gift. And should they so wish, there's a place at our table for them. Because if you think about what God gave us, shouldn't we share what we have inside with other people, not just in a witnessing way, but in a way of being a beautiful human being? This is a surprise to my family because I haven't talked to them about it yet. So Kaz is looking like, oh. But, you know, I have enough food, I have enough electricity, I have something to drink. I'm really lucky. But then there's an older person or someone living on the streets or whatever who has absolutely nothing. And a lot of older people are very lonely. I was watching the television and they were interviewing various people who haven't seen anybody at Christmas for many years. And there was this one guy who says, yeah, actually, the only time I get to talk to somebody is when I go to the corner shop to buy my groceries. And I was like, oh. And then I realized how lucky I was. I come downstairs in the morning, all my family say, good morning, Mum, and I get a cup of coffee. So I felt like I would like to do this for at least one other person this Christmas. So when I rang Age UK, they asked me a bit about family and a bit about myself. And they said, we'll match you up with someone within walking distance. And if the person is not able to walk to our house at Christmas, doesn't matter. I married a kind man who has a car. He'll go and get them and take them home again. And we're going to give this person something beautiful because I think I'm really lucky and I want to share what I have with someone else. As I get older, I feel this more and more, Because, you know, I could be an older person who's very lonely, and I'm not. I have all of you, and I have a wonderful family. When I was in hospital after my operation, every day I had visitors. The lady in the bed across me, who'd also had the same operation, nobody came to visit her the 4 days she was there. So I got out of bed and sat by her bed and talked to her, because come visiting time, she didn't have anybody. There were no cards, nobody bought her anything. And yet, you know, my family were fighting to come. So I was really lucky. Even my sister came, and she lives in Wood Green, way across London. And Joanna Hartle came all the way from Swindon just to say get better soon and make me laugh. So how lucky am I? Amazingly. So I want to give this to someone else. And I want to challenge all of you. Some of you are not in the position that you can open your home for another person. That's okay. But just go out and identify. And interestingly, because Mike Balcom talked about this, talk about two minds on the same track, right? And he said, go out and look after people. So go out and find someone older in your area who looks really lonely and just say, hi, oh, you live in my street. My name is, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Start a conversation with someone, not necessarily to witness them, but just to give them the feeling that somebody actually cares for them. I know everybody in my street, in my length of street, which is from, let's see, the corner of my street to Oldborough Road. It would be number 9, and we go all the way up to about 30 on either side. And I know everybody within that block in my street because I've made the effort over the years. So they've all had Christmas cards already. And I will knock on all their doors in the next few days and ask them if there's anything I can do to help them with their Christmas. Some of them are not Christian, they're Muslim, they're Indian, they're whatever. But Christmas is a time when there should be no race or religious barrier. It should be a time when all that is broken down. And we remember that actually God is universal. Doesn't matter whether you call him Allah, Yahweh, God, Heavenly Parent, Buddha, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the same unique, divine, wonderful spiritual being who gave birth to all of us in some way. And we shouldn't look at other people and think, that one's white, that one's pink, that one's black, that one's Buddhist, that one's Hindu, that. Especially not at Christmas. Just see a human being and love them. That's my challenge to all of you. So have a really wonderful, beautiful December the 25th. And don't forget, as you eat your food and have your drink, just a very quiet whisper, Happy Birthday, Jesus. Thank you.